Hi, this is Beata from Splitcoaststampers. In this video I want to show you a unique card fold that Monique, who wrote the photo tutorial on Splitcoaststampers, called the 6-fold card. When you look at it, it looks like a triangle trifold card, but once you open it up there are more things to unfold. For my sample, the pattern paper I used is from Echo Park called Victoria Gardens. The dies that I used are from Spellbinders, and the image is from Whiff of Joy and is called Henry Hugging Heart. To start the card base, you will need an 8 by 12 inch piece of cardstock, and you score that on the 12 inch side at 4 and 8 inches. Then you turn it around and you score the short side at 2 and 6 inches. Then we will need to cut some pieces away to create the card base. And you line it up, you line one of the 2-inch score lines up with your cutting groove, and you cut the outer panels away. Then for the other on the other 2-inch line, you cut just the long side, but you leave the panels on. Next you will have to cut diagonally, and you keep the 2-inch side that is still on your, just imagine that as your top, and you line up the square panels in the center with into your paper cutter groove diagonally, and you cut a triangle off on one side and then go the same direction. It's easier if you flip it, but make sure you go the same direction as you went the other one and cut that off as well. This one is a little bit harder, but since you already cut this, you can fold your 2-inch by 4-inch panel over so you can see better and line up the groove a little bit better with the diagonal line of your paper. And I'm going to cut that by hand so I don't cut into it, the end. There. Now you have our card base, and you start by we almost have our card base. The outer panels here are a little bit too long, so you cut those down to 2 inches. Move that up, I hope you can see it. Just cut that down 2 inches, so then you can fold those over in one step. Now all the cutting is done, and you should have a piece that looks like this. And you fold the 2 by 4 panel over. You fold your 2-inch squares in, and then fold them over. And then you fold your triangle pieces over. And it's almost done. It's just time to decorate. I already prepared my pieces. If you, I just cut my squares a 1/4 inch smaller each time, so 3 3/4 for my white and 3 1/2 for my pattern paper. Cut them again diagonally, and then I'm just going to adhere them. And I'm only going to show you how to finish the front, because how to line panels, I'm sure you know how to do that. So I'm just going to adhere those to my card front. And next you will need some ribbon, and we tie the card shut with that. That's what will keep it closed. I'm using May Arts brown organdy ribbon, or organdy. I never know how to say that. And when I have triangle trifold cards, or now this card, I leave my ribbon long because it will be untied to read the message inside, and then people might want to tie it again, and it's easier if you have a little bit more ribbon than if you cut it too short. So once you have your card tied shut, you create a main image that you can adhere on top, but make sure you add adhesive only on one half of one of the triangles, so that when you untie it, it will open and it will not be taped shut. So then I put this cute Henry on top. Probably have to move my bow a little bit higher for my sentiment to fit. And then all I would have to do is do the same, just add some more lined paper. If you want to, you could leave it plain if you are using a white base. And your 6-fold card is done. I hope you try it out. It's a very unique card. See you next time.